Hello, good morning and welcome back to my channel. I know I look pale and half asleep, that's because I am, and I'm just on my way to the pool. It's Friday morning. I've got my athletic greens, which is my new obsession. I'm gonna go get them on in swim done, and then that's it for training for, well, I'll say the week. It's pretty much the end of the week anyway. Because I have got Holkham half Ironman this weekend and I'm absolutely terrified. So one last swim and then we are done. So I'll check in with you after. That is my swim done. I only did like half an hour, if that. Thought I'd swim around then. And it's Friday, which is my favourite day of the week because I go for a dog walk before work. I end up starting at 9 on a Friday. So I'm gonna go buy coffee, have a dog walk in the sun, gorgeous blue skies, and then get on with the day.
Quicker day. Don't forget Saturday, the expo will...
So it is race day -2. That's how we say it in Super League. That's genuinely how we say it. It's giving me shit already. I went for a little swim this morning. Then it's my favourite day of the week, Friday, because we do our coffee dog walk. It's the only day I buy a coffee from a coffee shop. And then I've just worked all day. I'm gonna go for pizza tonight. And I've just watched the race briefing video, and Rory's now gonna ask me some questions about the race.
When was the last time you raced?
So I haven't actually raced since Kona 2019. I'm gonna link the video up there. Obviously said I was gonna retire from triathlon after that race. And here I am. This is actually my first ever 70.3. So it'll be a PB, providing I cross the finish line. Touch wood.
How are you feeling for the race? How prepared?
I never feel prepared for a race because I'm very rarely prepared. Genuinely, this has been the most organised I've ever been there. I've got my bike on charge right now, which is my tripod. I've already got my nutrition sorted and I've got a nutrition plan for once in my life. I've been given heart rate zones and pace to run to. Obviously, it'll just be like a case of whatever my legs can do at that point. In terms of fitness, I could definitely be fitter. In terms of having not drank so much in the last few months, I could have probably done better at that. So not very, but it's fine because it's just get me back into triathlon race.
How comfortable are you with the course, with all the planning you've done?
The fact that I've just watched a 13-minute YouTube video to find out about the course, I would say more prepared than I've ever been. Apart from Bolton, I once actually went and did a recce of Bolton. But yeah, I'm not prepared at all. I entered it thinking it's Norfolk, it's going to be flat. Turns out it's the one hilly part of Norfolk. So I'm not that prepared, but I prefer to go into things not knowing what to expect.
Brilliant.
We are going to drive if we have time, because it's like 4 hours for us to drive to Norfolk tomorrow. So if we've got time, I would like to drive some of the course, so I will be better prepared tomorrow.
Got nothing more.
Nothing more. So we are going to go get pizza tonight. Friday. It's going to be a dry Friday, probably. And we're going to go for pizza and then get a very, very early night, pack our stuff, because we're going to be on the road for 8 AM without fail. I'm back from a delightful pizza and now I'm going to attempt to organise and race pack everything. So if you are prepping for a triathlon, head to my website, Emily's Journal, and I have a full kit checklist. So I'm going to get my stuff all set out and then I'm going to get my own checklist up. So I always break it down into the 3 disciplines. So we've got swim first. So, God, this is still damp. So I've got my wetsuit, which I need. I've got, what have I got? So I just got 2 pairs of goggles in. I'm sure I just got 2 pairs of goggles out. Oh yeah, okay. So I've got my wetsuit, I've got 2 pairs of goggles because you never know, you just don't want one to break or anything. They'll give me a swim cap, but I'm bringing a swim cap. and my earplugs because I get an ear infection. So that is everything I need for the swim, as well as my tri-suit, which is new and I'm very excited to wear. It matches my bike perfectly, and you know, like, who really cares how fast you are if your tri-suit matches? That's all that matters in my books. So I've got this to go on underneath the swim, and I'm going to wear it with this crop top from Stomp the Pedal because it also matches, not that anyone's going to see it, but it's also a swim one, so it'll be not horrible and wet. Then we go on to the cycle, where I need cycling shoes, cycling helmet. I'm very excited to wear this. I got this from Saddleback. It's HTC. It's supposed to be very super duper aero. So I've got my helmet, my cycling shoes, my race belt. I've also got my heart rate monitor and my Vaseline for the swim. That should be everything for the cycle apart from nutrition. And then for the run, I literally need my sunglasses, my trainers, which are in here, and my run glasses. I'm wearing the run ones from Sun God because they just fit better. I'll put them in the glasses case. I'm bringing a hat just in case it's super duper hot and I put ice in it, and that's from that Triathlon Life, so very on brand. Then I've got nutrition, which I am using basically all Velo Forte stuff, so all the gels, but then I'm using Beta Fuel for my carb mix. So that's everything nutrition wise. Then I've got my Garmin charger, and then I need my Garmin bike, and then I pretty much think that is me done pack list. So I'll show you. Excuse the very messy bedroom. Swim pile, race kit, bike kit, run, accessory bits, nutrition. I'm literally obsessed with Velo Forte. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that is everything. Good morning. It is the day before race day and we are just about to leave London and get on the road to Norfolk. It's about 8:15. Obviously we said we'd be on the road for 8, but we tried. We're not that far behind schedule, though I've just realised I don't have my debit card on me, so I need to go back in and locate that. I'm just literally walking right down the street because it is mental this morning, but I feel pretty organised, pretty nervous. Sun's out. I'm very excited to see my parents because I worked out it's been like 9 weeks, which for me is far too long. I think it's been over 12 weeks since I've been back to Yorkshire. Not that I'm going back to Yorkshire, but yeah, so that'll be nice. So we're going to get on the road and it's about 4 hours. So, and then we're literally driving straight there to bike rack because we've got an allocated slot. Are you excited for an adventure? You're supposed to be up there, Ragnaroo. Your bed's there. Why are you sat up there? We have made it to the Holkham estate, which looks very nice, and we've got 15 minutes until my bike check-in slot closes.
Yeah, go on then.
Across that finish line, instead of thinking about next year's
Nice,
race, that's when you're
Good morning.
Morning. I couldn't get the coffee machine working, so man made me one.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah.
How are we feeling?
I'm trying to eat so it digests.
What time are we on? It's only 4:30.
20 minutes.
Dreamy.
Good morning, it is race morning. Yesterday after we racked the bike, my parents joined us and then we actually we walked around all the shops, got a really nice lunch, pub lunch, and then we went to the beach so the dogs could run around and tire themselves out. Then we came back to the hotel, relaxed for a bit. I started editing this vlog. Then we went for dinner at the hotel restaurant, which was lovely. Not sure, like oysters and fish are the best pre-race meal, but it's what I had. And now it's race morning and I'm very scared. So that is my cue to sign off, and hopefully Rory gets some really good B-roll footage of the race.
No pressure.
Let's hope. And let's hope I have a good race. Rory's just telling me how much he's nailed the B-roll footage so you guys can be the judge once I've laid it on top. We are just on our way home from Holkham Half, all the way back to London. Obviously we had to check out of our hotel, so I have not showered and I genuinely went to McDonald's dressed like this, and I'm about to go to Westfield dressed like this. I'm going to treat myself to an iPad because I saw the watch. Anyway, Holkham Half was actually really good. First ever 70.3 distance. I have obviously done like 5 fulls. Maybe I'll just hold this. Sorry.
I think we should maybe edit that bit.
So I've done like 5 full Ironman, but I've never done a half. And my rationale was always, I was worried if I did a half and it was really hard, I'd never want to do double. And today confirmed that, because if I had not done a full, I would not be rushing to sign up for one after that, even if it was super fun. So it was my first race since Ironman Kona, like Hawaii in 2019, so that's obviously a very long time. So I was super anxious to do a triathlon again. I was very, very nervous this morning. It was like a 4 a.m. start. I had my breakfast that I'd already prepped the night before, and then me and Rory drove to the start. I don't know what time I put myself down for in the swim, but I should not have been in that swim group. I was in like the first swim group and I got overtaken by many, many people. So apologies if I got in anyone's way there. But I was actually really happy with the swim. I did it like 7 minutes faster than I'd kind of like set myself as I would be happy with, so that was good. I was very weedy. I would say that was the worst bit about the race, was the water quality. I was like genuinely dragging through weeds that's not an excuse for why I was slow. I just genuinely am slow. And then the bike, everyone thinks Norfolk's flat, and I thought it was flat, but the bike was actually pretty hilly. It was definitely, well, my Strava said it was like well over 2,000 feet of climbing, which is quite, I would say, quite hilly for a half. But it was beautiful course. It was only the second time I've been on my bike outside since my bike fit, so it was like really good to test how that felt, and yeah, it felt good. Really enjoyed the bike, did it in the time that I wanted, and it was a really nice day weather-wise, like not too hot, but the sun was out the whole time. Not cold at all. The water temperature was really hot as well. I think it was like 24 degrees, which was nice, but still wetsuit, which is great for me. So yeah, the bike was good. I stuck to my nutrition strategy, which I had some help from Renee McGregor for. So I had 2 bottles of carbs, and I aimed for like 60 to 80 grams of carbs per hour, which was hard, but I actually did do that. And it was the first time I've ever not had solids on the bike. I did it with gels and carb mix, beats fuel, and it worked really well, so I would do that again. And then the run was actually really hilly, but it probably was good for me. I would say I'm probably stronger on hills, so that was like nice to feel actually stronger into the run. I did have my first ever experience. I once got a little bit of cramp on the bike for Ironman Bolton. If you ever read that race review or watched the video, you'll know I licked my arm for salt and it saved me. And I did that again, but I have never experienced cramp like this, to the point where I was on the side of the road literally screaming and I could not move, and then some very kind people on the course told me what to do, and they're like, walk it off. And then I managed to like walk to the aid station, and then got some electrolyte and bananas. I'm actually just going to show you my splits, because it is, if you see mile 2, there's quite obviously an issue there. That was the cramp, and I really thought I was going to have to DNF because I didn't know how I'd actually carry on running, but I did, and I actually felt really strong on the run. Really enjoyed it, even if it was super duper hilly. And it was good to see these guys, my mum and dad, on the route, and it was really nice. It was 3 lots of 4-mile loops, which was actually really nice to break down, and again, really pretty route, and the whole experience was just really good. I thought it was a really well organised route, organised race. It's the first non-branded, well, not non-branded, it's the first non-Ironman event I've ever done. The only thing I didn't like was the fact that it wasn't closed roads, so there was cars, which I felt like did slow you down at parts, but we started early enough that it really wasn't too much of an issue. Finished, had a milkshake. The food stands at the event were really good as well. Like, that would be like my biggest praise, way better than I've ever had at any Ironman. So I had an Oreo milkshake, and then we've been on our way to London, and I've, like I said, had a McDonald's, which was delightful, really hit the spot. And we are probably about an hour out from home. We're going to stop by Westfield, and then I'm just going to chill for the afternoon, edit this video, and I am at work tomorrow. Then we've got the rest of the week off for a wedding, so that's quite nice. But all in all, it felt really good to face my fear, get a triathlon done again after the break. Also to experience my first of that distance. Really enjoyed it. Obviously it's over a lot quicker, but I guess you do feel a bit more pressure to get moving. It was good to learn a lot. Like, my bike fit, I would definitely need to go on it more, and be a little less pathetic on the descents. Like I couldn't bring myself to stay on the bars when I was going downhill, so I need to work on that. It was the first time using my new Aero helmet, which I really enjoyed, which I got from Saddleback, it's a HJC one. And also, like I said, trying a nutrition plan went really well. Obviously I need to do something about the cramping situation. I think maybe because normally I have electrolytes, and because I just had carb mix, maybe I need to include some electrolytes as well, or like salt sticks or whatever. What else did I say I took away from that? Oh, I definitely need to speed up my transitions. I did know that, and I broke my like lot lace on the run, so I had to tie that, and then my race belt thing couldn't manage to tighten it, so I had to tie a knot in that, so that slowed me down a bit. I think that was it. All in all, really enjoyed it. Would definitely recommend doing Holkham Half. It's also a really nice area, and we stayed in it was pretty expensive, the hotel, because it was one of the few ones that were left and that would allow dogs. The only one left. But if you are going and you want to make a weekend out of it, what was our hotel called?
The Host in Burnham Market.
The what?
Host.
The Host in Burnham Market. So if you're doing that race, I would recommend booking that. It is worth the cost, I would say, because the beds were super comfy. It was really nice, dog friendly if you've got a dog. The restaurant food was really good. Also, they didn't put on breakfast super early, but the guy was like up and around and helped me make a coffee, and you could take away a snack bag as well. I didn't, but you could. And my mum, dad and Rory went back for breakfast after they'd seen me off, and apparently the breakfast was really good. So I would recommend, and I would recommend the race. And
Nice sandy beaches.
yeah, nice sandy beaches. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed getting a little review of that race, and I will see you on the next one. Please subscribe and give it a like, and if you're not, follow me on Instagram too.